not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Wasatch Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Overstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Aggies will kick this deep to begin the game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The Boilermakers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Slides the quick throw. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Boilermakers pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. pass here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Touchdown, Boilermakers. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Oh, he tried to force that, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough
end zone ahead, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
What in the world is going on with the pass protection today? That was almost a 3rd sack, and it's still the first quarter. Maybe slide protection or call some screens, maybe play action. Anything to try to help this quarterback out.
Turns it loose downfield. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And the Boilermakers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Trapped again in the pocket.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in expecting the pass and blew up the play.
He escapes the pocket. There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. First play of the drive now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Pierce. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Tries the right with a quick throw. And he's intercepted. Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 20. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. Come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll ride the back again here. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball for 31.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Second down after the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. At the 10 now. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Purdue.
Just all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
So from the 18-yard line, it's second and long. Looking to chuck it again. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently, going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Short pass finds the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
He's past the marker and still going. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, this is just complete effort by this special teams unit. Every single player true to their assignment, start to finish, end zone to end zone. What a play.
Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail though. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
The receiver makes the catch. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The touch strategy here. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking deep downfield to the left. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's another deep shot. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Meadow's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Boilermakers will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. comes the Aggies offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Short completion to the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Now the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And they hand it off to the back. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the track. Precise route and a good throw.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Passes the 40. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Checks this down to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Nowhere to run up the middle.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Caught by the receiver. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks right and lets it fly. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Back-to-back deep shots. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. First down and goal. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Boilermakers. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now looks deep left. He had all day. And it's hauling in way downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, this is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Offense operates at the plus 46 after that huge gain. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Breaks free. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for 6. Oh, and he dropped him. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
So forget the field goal attempt. They'll try to pad the lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. And the ball is incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. On the run, it's Shabira. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Here comes a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Boilermakers will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Boilermakers begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
He's running out of time here. There's contact on the throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Purdue. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. And he drops back in the gun. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looking to throw here. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
2nd down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Aggies. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They come out down 3 with the clock running out of time. Can they make a play right now? As the first down, it's still going. They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down. Looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And he throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Motion now from the tight end. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. And he'll drop back here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Boilermakers will look to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Maybe the last shot here. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. Well, they move the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The Aggies enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run the clock out. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a two-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Offense will keep it on the ground here. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
He's brought down at the 21. Second down coming up.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were